G-Lo 404 Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to Marlowe's Corner, Trey X, and the whole Block fam. Y'all go over there and subscribe to Marlowe's Corner and Marlowe's Corner 2. So I was just sitting around looking at different articles on boxing scene and different YouTube videos and ESPN boxing, what have you. Just, looking at different things being talked about when it comes to the sport of boxing. And got to thinking about, what is Canelo gonna do now that he's captured the 175-pound title that once belonged to Sergey Kovalev, the WBO title. What's he gonna do next? Is Canelo gonna stay up at 175 and really fight Beterbiev, which is the fight that he says he wanted if he beats Kovalev? The fight that Kovalev himself said he wanted if he beat Canelo. Not sure, and one reason I say that because I've been watching boxing a long time, and I noticed that a lot of guys talk about what they want to do next when they are days out or weeks out or building up the current fight that they have, especially if people are complaining about the fight, or especially if people they know that people want them to fight other people besides the guy they're fighting. So, we know that Kovalev had the opportunity to fight Beterbiev way before Canelo's name ever came up. And he really showed no interest in making that fight. Canelo has a laundry list of guys that he should and could be fighting. Even two guys that he lost titles for not fighting in Derevyanchenko and Jamal Charlo. So, it begs the question that if Canelo isn't going to fight Beterbiev, then what is he going to do? And for me, I'll be honest, completely transparent here and say I don't expect Canelo to fight Beterbiev. Beterbiev doesn't fit the mold of the guys that Canelo has fought in recent years or even historically, Beterbiev is not 35 years old, 30 on the other side of 30. He's not some guy that's going to be coming up in weight or coming down in weight, fighting at a catch weight. He's not some guy that, he's not some guy that's known for coming in and, not fighting to the best of his ability. Beterbiev is a young, hungry champion who really is just now bursting on the scenes in terms of really getting eyes on him the way he's wanted it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really expect Canelo to take that fight. I don't expect that. I'm not gonna say it's against the above the realm of possibility, but it just doesn't fit the way Canelo's moved. I'll hear more about Andre Ward than anyone, and from what I read, Ward came out and said that he's basically putting that to bed, saying he's not fighting Canelo. But at the same time, until there's a formal offer made, you never know what a guy will or won't do in terms of taking a fight. Because as long as the conversation is just out there and there's no offer, it's just talk. But if a guy's made an offer that he has to live with turning down, you never know. So in that regard, it remains to be seen whether anything ever comes to fruition between Andre Ward and Canelo. I don't want to rule that out right now. But there's Demetrius Andrade out there. There's Jamal Charlo, of course. There's Derevyanchenko. And that's just guys at 160. You know what I mean? Those are actually the other titleists, the other champions at 160. Okay. You have guys at 168 where they claim Canelo has a belt, but it's not the belt. It's basically a junior title. You got Calvin Smith. You got David Benavidez, and you have Caleb Plant. And I'm trying to think who the other champion at 168 is. Off the top of my head, I'm unable to remember who the other champion is at 168. WC, WO, WA, 168. Huh. Anyway, either way, it's not Canelo. And then you have, and I'm pretty sure it's somebody that I know and follow, and I'm probably going to feel crazy for not remembering their name. But either way, you have a lot of guys out there that Canelo could be fighting that are, guys in and around his age, in and around his weight class, that I'm just not sure Canelo's going to want to take the opportunity to fight. I think Canelo is a guy who likes for the deck to be stacked in his favor coming into his fights. He likes for youth to be on his side. He likes for the weight clauses and basically the weight stipulations to be on his side. Canelo is the king of stipulations. He's the king of stipping a fight to be swayed heavily in his favor going into the fight. And then his promoter seems to take care of the rest. As far as making sure that he has judges on his side that's going to like what Canelo does in fights in terms of scoring, them being able to score the fight in his favor. And, even with the ref that's not going to allow the other fighter to do certain things in the fight. So, with me, I wouldn't be surprised if Canelo fights some guy over the hill, older guy, and some guy coming, or some guy coming off of a period of inactivity, coming out of retirement, or some guy who basically has never done anything of merit in the sport, such as Rocky Fielding. So that's my position. That's why I feel I wouldn't be surprised to see Canelo fight any of the guys listed on this thumbnail. Even though all of these guys, the majority of the guys listed on here have no business in the ring in an actual sanctioned bout at this point in their lives. But that's all I got to say on the topic. Once again, this is D-Lo 404 Boxing. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. I'm out. Peace.